Welcome. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing the print-proof copy of Broken Logic. I think this is one of the best looking boxes we have ever come out with here at Flying Pig Games. It's matte. It looks so cool. The art is awesome. For those of you who aren't familiar with Broken Logic, it is the expansion or an expansion to the Long Road. So the Long Road is a platoon level using the Platoon Commander Deluxe system, World War III game that includes all kinds of really interesting paranormal elements that you don't usually see in a lot of war games. And they're added in a very unique, cool way. It is designed by Mark H. Walker as well. Broken Logic came to Kickstarter this past winter of 2025, and it will be in from China in early December, and we will start fulfilling those Kickstarter orders. In the meantime, it is available for pre-order on the Flying Pig Games website. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this, go ahead and check out our website, flyingpiggames.com, and you can pre-order Broken Logic there. I will drop a link to that in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, well, let's go ahead and start with the box. The box features this beautiful original art, wraps around, which looks awesome. It's a telescoping box, and like I said, it has this matte finish, which I just think is really, really nice. On the back, you have an action shot, a description, and some information. So what's inside this box? Every box is going to come with a 17 by 22 inch geomorphic map, 4 counter sheets featuring British tanks, Soviet battle walkers, supernatural champions, reborn infantry, and more. 27 powerful action cards, including Necro Rush, Repulsor Field, and Time Reversal. A full-color rule and scenario book, a few tarot-sized champion cards and battle walker cards, a bonus fiction chapbook from the Dark War universe, which is awesome. I really, really loved this short story. It's not in this box yet because we had to send it in a little bit later and then get it printed, but it will be in all the final copies. And then also you get this great telescoping box. Like I said, this is an expansion to the Long Road. So if you're really interested in this series, then you have to pick up the Long Road first, and then you can play it with Broken Logic. The ages are 14 to 74. My dad just put some random stuff on there. And 2 to 4 players, actually. This is a really interesting system. And if you have someone in your life who might be into sci-fi, fantasy, military horror, things like that, and you want to get them into wargaming, this could be your ticket to it. It is a really fun game with a lot of really interesting concepts and units that are folded into it. So let's go ahead and let's get inside the box. All right, so I'll go ahead and pull the contents out for you, and then we'll go into a little bit more detail. You're going to get these cubes, which are going to be used to track the champions, and then also these battle walkers. Here is the poker-sized deck of cards, and I'll get into those in just a second. Here are the tarot-sized cards, which include the battle walkers, and then also the champions. These counters, I'm just going to warn you guys, are absolutely stunning. They are amazing. 4 sheets of counters. Let me go ahead and show you guys the British because they're my favorite. How beautiful is that? Absolutely love having the British flag as the edge for that. I think it looks amazing. Here are more of some of the paranormal units, and then also not some familiar things that you guys will see. Some more Soviet tanks. What's here at the bottom? Oh, cool. So this is going to be for those battle walkers down here. Look, and there are the battle walkers right there. The Timberhawk, Punisher, and Devastator. Here we go. And then here we have some admin counters, and then also some really great characters from the series. So for example, Atera Umbra, she's the one that is featured on the front cover. These are all going to be champions like Yaroslava, Rasputina. She's actually on the back of the rulebook. I'll show you guys that in just a second. Yeah, they look awesome. These are really some of my favorite counters we've ever done. So like I said, with this expansion, you're going to get 4 sheets of really thick, beautiful die-cut counters. Let me show you guys those British counters again. Really cool, right? I know it looks really busy when they're all together, which I kind of like, but when you punch one out, you know, you just get that really cool border. It's going to look really good on the maps. All right, let's get into some more of the stuff that's in the box. All right, you're going to get a couple player aid cards, sequence of play, unit abilities. So this is similar actually to those of you who have played some of the squad battle systems, where we list out the abilities and powers on the back of a PAC. As you can see here, I'll pick out something cool and then we'll psychic. If co-located with a combatant possessing the AAA ability, enemy artillery cards, airstrike cards, and mortar attacks within 4 hexes are negated. If a combatant with this ability can see target hex for friendly artillery, the artillery automatically hits and artillery receives a -1 DRM on the fire results table. Cool. Gateway to the Abyss. How awesome does that sound? Discard 2 action cards, count as cards played, to eliminate a friendly unit within 3 hexes. And then choose an enemy occupied hex within 3 hexes. Eliminate all units in that hex. So, I mean, that one sounds awesome. There's one called Ethereal Being, Tornadic Impact, Frenzied, all kinds of cool stuff. So you'll have to read into this. Like I said, we have the sequence of play. Here we have the terrain effects chart. And then we have the fire results table. These are also going to be available in the long road with different examples here because this is for Broken Logic. But this will help supplement what you already have in the long road. Okay, and then we have the rules and scenario book. I'll go ahead and show you the back. That's Rasputina. Our artist Lo did that, and he does such a good job, and it's such a cool, unique style from what our other artists do. I really love seeing all of our different artists and their different styles and what they can add to the game. So here's the rules and scenario book. There are 29 pages, and there's an index, and there are 9 scenarios. Did I count that right? All right, and then we've got, like I said, this is supplemental to the long road. Here's some of those heroes with the really cool art. Yaroslava is pretty cool. It's a really great full color rule book. All right, and then on the back, I'll get more into it because I showed you guys Rasputina. There's also the chaos table. Always fun. So those are the rules in the scenario book. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the geomorphic map that it comes with. All right, so for those of you who have played The Long Road or Fatherland, or honestly even Kursk, even though that has nothing to do with the paranormal, this is the similar map style. So in this expansion, you're getting quite a lot. You're getting the geomorphic map. You're getting all kinds of new, not only just stuff, but like all kinds of new concepts and ideas and things that can be added in to this already super rich system, which I really like because, you know, I mean, when you're designing a game like this, like the possibilities are kind of limitless, right? Like you're not confined by what has already happened in history, like with a typical historical war game. You get to incorporate these ideas and these, you know, fictional paranormal entities, but then you're also taking their abilities and fitting them within the lens of a war game, which I think really adds to the creativity of the system. Not only is it just, you know, cool and interesting, but they're taking these cool, interesting ideas, my dad is, and then putting it within the lens of wargaming, which is really unique and not often done. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. So we have the Usurper. This is on page 6 of the rules. So it looks like kind of your typical armored vehicle tank, but Regiment X, which is a new faction that has been added into Broken Logic, they have the Soviet scientists have added some more abilities to the Usurper that most tanks wouldn't have. Another creation of the Soviet scientists that feed technology to Regiment X, manufactured by the tank company. It's a very large word, so I just said tank company. So the Usurper fires an electromagnetic energy ball that strikes, but is not absorbed by its target, then caroms to impact another random target. This ball's energy destroys whatever it strikes, electronics or flesh. So, I mean, you just have these interesting things that have been incorporated into, you know, military equipment that already exist. And that's what I really enjoy about this system, is that it's not just totally fantastical, but it is also, I believe that's a word, it is also has the fantasy, sci-fi, military horror wrapped into the, like I said, I keep saying the lens of wargaming. And I think that is what really makes it creative, that it's not a totally reinvent the wheel new system without any limitations. It is all being put in to the brilliant designs and the richness of Hex Encounter wargaming. So like I said, the chapbook is not in this, this game right now, but it will be in the final production copies. One more thing is that if you backed the Broken Logic Kickstarter campaign, we had special faction dice, which were made available as an add-on. I don't have those yet. I'll have those soon, and I'll be able to post those online. But those are super cool. They are all different colors, and they all represent the different factions within Broken Logic. So it's a really fun thing to add to your gameplay. They are all D10s, which is how the Platoon Commander Deluxe system works, if you have ever played that. And so all these D10s are different colors, and then they each have a different symbol on it to represent the different factions within Broken Logic. Okay, so let's get into these cards. So here are the tarot size cards. They're put together. So these three are going to be the Battle Walkers. It's a new concept here. You have the Devastator, the Punisher, and the Timberhawk. The Devastator says, equipped with both a high-velocity 125mm cannon and a 30mm autocannon, the Devastator is deadly to both tank and soldier. And then with them, you have all the champions. So I pointed out Atera Umbra before. She is our leading lady. So those blocks here, I have them right here. Those wooden black blocks, they're going to be used here to actually track their health. And let's pull out another one. Experiment 19. So we have all these really interesting, cool characters. Rasputina, I pointed her out earlier. So on these tarot size cards, you're going to have your champions, and then you're also going to have these battle walkers. All right, let's get into some of these poker size cards. All right, so the backs look awesome. Look at that art. So these are these really interesting, cool action cards that you have as well. So we have Necro Rush. We know nothing but death. Remove any markers from 3 adjacent hexes of Reborn and or Disciples and conduct a Necro Rush. Revivify. We will stand again. All Reborn gain 1 step. I'm pretty sure my dad stole this from me, but that's okay. I steal a lot from him too. Then there are Wormholes. Distance is nothing when you can fold the fabric of existence. Place 2 wormholes and hexes without enemy units. Unit may travel between wormholes without cost. Remove in housekeeping phase. I love that. That's awesome. So you have this whole deck of interesting cards to add in to your game of Broken Logic as well. Thanks again for watching this unboxing video of the print-proof copy for Broken Logic. We're really excited to get these games shipping and in your hands. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you guys next week.